Welcome to Brent Fixed It. In this video, I'm going to show you how I turned these old chairs destined for the trash into this. In a previous video, I showed how I refurbished a dining room table that we got for free, and now I'm going to show how to do a makeover on the chairs that came with it. I first started out by removing the cushion from the chair and removing the upholstery. I went back and forth between using a small pry bar, a screwdriver, and a pair of pliers to remove the staples. It was like going on an archaeological dig on this chair. Goodbye floral print and hello mint green fabric. I get the green off, and it's yet another layer of off-white. I get the white fabric off, and it's just about 100 more staples to pull. The foam had seen better days and wasn't smelling the best, so that had to go. Looking for inspiration online, I saw a few blogs where they turned their wood dining room chairs into upholstered chairs, and I thought I would try the same thing. Once I started pricing out the cost of the foam, batting, and other materials, it was starting to get close to the price of just buying a new upholstered chair. Plus, the chairs that I saw online that were converted had more of a square back. It was going to take a good bit of a modification to the chairs that I had to make their method work. I was going to give up on the idea of upholstering these chairs when we got some inspiration walking through the outdoor furniture section of the store, and we saw these cushions for a swing or outdoor love seat. It was the fall, and the cushions were on clearance since it was going out of season. This made the material price way less, and it also made it easier to upholster this style of chair. Now, I just have to figure out exactly how to make this work. I first started out by laying out the wood base and taking some measurements on where I needed to cut a slit on the cushion to slide the base inside. After measuring a few times, I squared up a straight edge across the cushion and just used a utility knife to cut into the fabric. After I cut the slit, I saw that the wood base was too wide to try and slide it into the cushion. I laid out the base and marked where I needed to cut. A circular saw was the easiest way to make the angled cuts. With my now narrower base, I can now try and fit it in the cushion. It doesn't slide too easily, it keeps catching on the wood, but by slowly working it in, I get it all the way down. I then started on cutting some cardboard down to smooth out the back of the chair. When I first tried fitting the cushion over the chair, you could see the gaps between the slats. I took some measurements and cut the cardboard a little wider to accommodate the curve in the chair back. I'll get the exact size in the next step. Also, in case you're wondering why my workbench area looks different, I moved it to the other side of my garage between filming these steps. With the cardboard cut to the rough dimensions, I held it up to the chair to mark it. My third arm hasn't grown in yet, so I had to grab a clamp to hold the cardboard while I held it tight against the chair back and marked where I needed to cut to the final width. I took a measurement and transferred it to the other end to square up my straight edge and made my cut. Not that you can see very well, but I started stapling the cardboard to the chair back. I just started on one side and worked my way over to the other side, making sure the cardboard was tight to the chair back. I could then slide the cushion over the chair back, and then I could screw the base to the chair. I then painted the exposed wood to match the table legs. In case you're wondering why it's halfway painted, I used the chairs to experiment on how to refinish the table by trying different colors, techniques, and ratios of water to paint. I finally ended up with 3 parts paint to 2 parts water as the ratio that worked the best. The paint that I used was Sherwin-Williams Chat Room, but any interior latex paint would work. I just used a chip brush to apply the thinned down paint. I tried to make long strokes with the grain where I could, but to get into the crevices, I had to turn the brush sideways and work the paint in. I recommend using a wipe-on polyurethane over the paint after it had a couple days to dry to give some protection to the finish. The thinned down paint will scratch or rub off pretty easily without it. To finish the chair off, we picked out some slip covers on Amazon and just pulled them over the chair. And here's the finished product. I hope this gives you an idea on how to change the look of an old hand-me-down chair. Please subscribe if you found this video helpful. I have several more projects, both big and small, in the works. And thank you for watching.